the content. So it has to be there, the basic or the minimum criteria for a software to be called as a presentation software. Okay, so now obviously it has to be a necessity for easier and more accessible presentation software brought along the great collection of choice we have now. That means, I mean, nowadays it is becoming more and more attractive. I mean, only as I said, only having a formal presentation may not serve the purpose in some cases. So in more cases, it has to be more stylist. Okay, so obviously it has to be there. Ease of use, that means it has to come up with a handy perspective, and of course it has to be a with a great collection of choice. That means what does mean that word choices means, we'll come across with this a few minutes later. Now, why it is needed? The design library, it should offer a large number of templates that I was talking about, that it should have a the last line, it should have a choice, a great number of choices. Now, one of the choices means this, one of the choices here I was talking about, that the template. Okay, so template, what a template means, that we'll come to know later. Images and other media to create your presentation more attractive. It has to have a huge number of images. Like I want to have a smiley face, that should be available. I want to have a I mean, maybe to represent some data in kinds of a different look, that should be available. So in an editable mode, that is a design library, that has to be there. So I'll prefer one which provides me a large number of design libraries. It should offer the alternate features, alternate formats to share the presentation content and engage the audience. It should be something like, so that the audience has a attraction. Oh, is it that I was talking about? This is the striking point. So I should have something so that I can make this striking point noticeable to the audience. That shareability, I should have uh, uh, the provision to share the presentation, to share the content, so that the other user simultaneously can edit. Simplicity, it should be as simple as that. It is not like that I should have to read some books, to documentation, to use some features, to use some maybe the functionality of that particular software. So it should be as simple as that to use by anyone, irrespective of he is a beginner or an expert. Okay, so the next point makes it that compatibility. Now, if you look at here, that I'm not just making these points uh, uh, visible to you. At the same time, I'm just not making these points that I'm reading for you, or I'm not making this point to be clear. Side by side, I'm also making some ways, or the way, or I'm deciding the way the text appears to you. Like this text appear at the same time and in two different ways. If you have noticed that it has come up from down to up, it has come in a different way, in a, I mean, with a zoom kind of animation. Then it has again with the same, and in this case both the lines came at the same time, whereas this line had a different look of entry or entrance. Okay, so I am also trying to make it make you to be attracted on this also. That is, it is not that I'm just reading for you. It's just some slides that I want to I mean, make you clear that why we need the this kind of software. Okay, so I was talking about one point, that it has to be something so that it attracts the attention of the audience. Like maybe if I make it in this way, so if I look on this particular point or this particular page, all the audience or all of us will have a note on that particular line which is animating, or which is changing. So that makes it attractive. That makes all the audience to look on that particular line itself. No, what is happening over here? Oh, that is cost, or find software that fits your budget. That is the most important thing. We'll come to this point later. That's why I have make it in this way, in a dancing manner. Dancing manner. Now, what are the different ways of choosing the best presentation software? That is best presentation software. Let me tell you that no one is the best, because maybe one day someone is best, and some another day some another can break that record, and he or she may be the best one. So no one is best in this world, or nothing called best really exists, maybe for a long time. So it depends on some factor, like does the price point, the price point fit your budget. That means the another point here, that nothing called best, I would like to add something like that. Nothing is free in this world, so you have to buy directly or indirectly in some way to use. Okay, so nothing is free. So as it is with some budget, that does it fit the price point fit your budget. So that is one of the important points to choose. Is it easy to use? If it is not easy to use, then obviously why should I use that? I don't have much time to read the manuals and documentations and go through the online tutorial to use a particular software. I'll try for another viable alternative. Who is the program geared at? Business, education, bloggers, social media, etc. So who I am? I'm a teacher, so obviously I'll not go with such kind of content the one a blogger uses, or the social media manager uses, or a business person uses. I'll not go with that. I'll go with the content, or I'll search for the program which is meant for the education purpose only. That's it. So that also depends on who I am. Does it have lots of templates to choose from? Are they good quality and helpful? That is also important. How many choices we have to have the templates? Templates, what is template? That I'll come to later. Then is the built-in graphic asset library expensive and varied? So that is all we have to look at. Then there are a few points, few other points. Can you embed content, add videos, GIFs? Can you add? That means, can you edit? Can you add audio? Can you add video? Can you include an animation that I was this presentation showing you? Is it desktop or cloud based? So what is my intention of this? Is that all depends on that. Do you need animation? If you need, then obviously you will search for that particular software or particular package. If you do not, obviously you will omit that. So do you need cloud-based software, cloud-based application? If you need, then you will go for that. If you do not need, why should you search for that? So there are different kinds of factors. Okay, so that is also important thing. The last one, can finished presentation be viewed offline? That means it may happen that sometimes the internet server is down, or the internet is not connected with your devices. So can you use that particular file offline in your desktop, or maybe laptop, or maybe mobile or tab, whatever devices you have? And another important point is that whether your program or the software supports in different platforms or not. That means I am presently using Windows 10, which is licensed version, Windows 10, and maybe someone is trying to open it in Mac, or maybe some other platform where it is not supported, for example. So obviously the people will not support that particular software if it is not supported, or it is not compatible with the different platforms. Okay, so we have now again how to choose the best one. So to choose one, we have to have some options. Now there are different software that we can use for the purpose of presentation, etc., like Visme, this deck, Prezi, Microsoft PowerPoint, Canva, Google Slide, Keynote, etc., etc. To make it, I mean, uh, point out here, the Keynote only works with Apple only. Okay. Now, out of all, I mean, these are the few options that I have mentioned. There are so many options you can use. If you search on Google that presentation software available or the presentation software 2021, then you will be listed with a maybe more than 20 options. Now it is up to you which one you will be choosing. And obviously, for choosing, you need to check whether it meets your criteria or not. Okay, one of the important criteria is whether it is the present. I can make the presentation the way I am searching for. I wanted, or it. And another one is that does it fits my budget or not. Okay, so there are few. Now, which one first to which one to choose? Now, as we from the very beginning of computer literacy, and we come to know about computers and all those basic things, we generally used to using Microsoft Office. So Microsoft PowerPoint is one of the component of Microsoft Office that is widely and highly accepted because of its features. The features that I was talking about, you will find each and every feature in that particular software. Now, another one that I want to make it point out here, that if you consider the previous slide, when I am here, that I was talked about different categories or different points or factors that we need to look to choose the best presentation software. So it has a different look and feel. I mean, it has a greenish shadow in the right hand side and a small portion in the left hand side also. The title was in a green color, but suddenly it changes in the very next slide. Okay, so that is also one of the I mean, you can say feature, or that is one of the characteristics, or maybe we can use in this way also, that maybe whatever software I'm using right now, that makes me enable to change in between the design and look and feel also. Okay, so the very next slide will also have a, I mean, also has a different look and feel. That means here in the previous slide we had the number came here, and in the prior to that the slide number came here in the bottom. Okay, so, but the very next slide is also different. It came in a different way. I mean, like curtain in the window we use like that. So here the number of the slide came over here, and it has a black background. I mean, the title has a black background with a white font color like that. Now, I'm just trying to show you that this is nothing but an image, and an image can come in any way that makes it animated way. Okay, so does it allow me to have a different kinds of or different ways of animation? Now I do not want this picture, rather I want another picture to appear in the same section. So I can flow of this image, so it has gone, it has vanished. Now I want another picture to come in the same region, like the way it has gone, the same way it will come up. But now a different picture came up. Okay, now that is also possible in some cases, or in some point of time, or of your discussion, maybe of to present your views, to represent something. You might be requiring this kind of presentation also. That one image you had another image, after processing or after applying some method, the image suddenly changes. Okay, so the way it was the image, maybe after applying some filter, or maybe some method, maybe image processing technologies, suddenly the image changes. So that is also possible. I can represent something, some data, maybe here in 2015, our department had BCA and MCA. The course was run by Department of IT Tripura University, was BCA and MCA, and in 2001 we have MCA along with MTech IT. Though we have PhD also, but I have not mentioned it over here. Just it is just to make an example, the different way I can represent my data also. So I do not have to write all those things. The department started in 2009 up to 2015. It runs the course BCA and MCA. I do not need to write. I mean, the single graphics itself, tells every story. Okay, what was the scenario in 2015 and what is the present scenario in 2021. Maybe I could represent something that is the future endeavor, that we want to include this certification course, or maybe we want to include GATE coaching in our department, like this. We can represent this also, okay, in a short manner, right? Now, as I said, different multimedia content can be added, or the software which we are using for making the presentation, that should have the feature to include the multimedia content. The way the one I was showing about the images and different ways of representing the facts and figures in terms of various chart like look, but even though it's not chart, we'll talk about later. So the way we can, I hope we have a problem in presentation. Someone else is presenting. So let me share my screen again. I hope the presentation resumes. Can anyone make me sure the presentation resumes? Because we have someone called Motivation and Guidance who has started his presentation. So it is a request to all the participants, and if you know, then I mean, it is of no use of yours, you may leave, no problem, but don't do this. Okay, so I was talking about video, the inclusion of video, adding a video. So even though we know that generally the video contents are rectangular in shape, but we can change the shape of the video also, right? We can, I mean, the video can be played. Now it vanishes. Now it is one of the advanced topic that we can use macro also. Just a minute. We can use a macro. Like in the previous slide, I was talking about video, that if I play the video, it will be played in this smiley face like figure. Okay, so even though the actual figure was in rectangular shape, so we can change the shape also, right? Now let's say this is one of the simple example that I want to add two number. I just want to have a have this kind of programming concept here, though it's not a programming, but just I want to add two number. This is one of the feature called as macro. Okay, so let's say 12 and 34 I want to calculate, and just I want to find the addition if I add 12 and 34. If I make a change over here, 18 and 34, it will calculate accordingly. So this kind of functionality, this kind of feature also we can add. It is not always that using Excel only we can find this kind of functions or this calculations. We can make it over here also. Now we have shown, or I have shown some of the topics that is I mean visually, or I have already presented. Now let's make it apart and show you something, let how to make them, how to make this macro, how to I mean reshape the video, how to insert an animation, how to move the images like that. Okay, so let us move on. So let us go with some demo, as practice makes perfect. So until you practice, you will be master of none, obviously. So uh, I will pause my presentation here. I'll resume from this point, and let me open the software that I want to make you to be used practically. Okay. Now, as I said that Microsoft PowerPoint is widely used and mostly, mostly used by the people, as because it fits different and most of the features that we look for, right? So let us show you, how to make a presentation using Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, so when we open Microsoft PowerPoint, as I also already mentioned that some of you already may know the basics of that. Now, as the content of this session is to starting from the scratch, then I will go accordingly. Starting with the very basic thing, then gradually go up to the things that I have mentioned. Okay. Uh, Okay, someone write that presentation can't see. So is my presentation visible? Can someone make it clear?
I can see your presentation.
Okay, so I hope it's visible. Okay, I am not presenting. Actually, I am created a new one to show how practically how to manage all those things that I have already shown you. Now, whenever we open, yeah, like Word or Excel that you have already seen, or the expert have already shown that how to open this, you just go to the search button or press the Windows button like PowerPoint. If it is installed, then obviously it will come out. If it is not, then you have to first install that. Okay, you have to install at least Microsoft PowerPoint, unless you have installed with your machine is installed with Microsoft Office suite. Okay, this is the very basic screen that will appear when you start your presentation or the PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, right? So this is known as the title slide. So obviously we'll have to put the title that making presentation. Let's say I have, so this contains the portion for subtitle also. Subtitle maybe session 3, then day 3, like that. So as it is third session of the third day. So I have done it there. Now, as after doing all the tasks, then we have this shortcut in the bottom, this shortcut key to present my content towards the audience, right? So if I okay, so does the slideshow came up? Is it changing? Okay, so so this is the first slide. Now, if I want to insert a new slide, then in the default section, when this software came up, there is a option called as a new slide. There is a button called as a new slide. Okay, if you just click on new slide, a new slide will came up, right? But before going to that, I just want to introduce different tabs. So this portion is called as a ribbon that I hope already been introduced to you in Word or Excel. So these are different menus. We have home, insert, design, transition, animation, slideshow, review, view, recording, developer, help, and etc. etc. They have different these menus. Now, in every menu, you will have a different section, right? If I go to insert menu, So this is one section, this is another section, this is another section. So you have there will be different sections. In view also there are different sections, right? So in home there are basic sections that are commonly used or I mean frequently used. Now inserting a slide, obviously we'll have to insert a slide until unless we could not present the whole content into a single slide. Now maybe this is meant for introduction, so we just write the heading of the section, introduction. This is a demo class for presentation. Simply uh, I mean practice session uh, like that. Okay, so make it notice that by default whenever you write something or you insert a line, whatever line you are writing, by default a bulleting mark came up. Okay, if you want you can keep it, or if you do not want it you can simply remove the bulleting also. Just place your cursor over here and press the backspace button. It will simply gone away, right? Okay, so what I was trying to show you that I have inserted a new slide which is meant for comparison, right? So in comparison, obviously I just maybe in this portion I want to write about something. In this portion I want to write about some another software or maybe another package that I want to compare. Now this is not that kind of maybe the area I was searching for. That means I want something that this section will contain two different parts for a better comparison. So that means I am talking about the layout of this slide, right? The layout of this slide. So here, just right to the new slide button, we have a layout also. If I make it, okay. Okay, fine. So here I have a layout button. So you can choose different layout you want for this particular slide. Like see here, you can see this is the one which is meant for comparison. If you choose this one, the layout will change. So maybe method one, you want to compare with method one with method two, compare method one with method two. So this is fast, relatively slow, or whatever you want to make the points to compare method one and method two. I'm just showing you an example. So in this way we can choose, or we can change the layout also. See, the layout of this is simply we have two sections. The first one is a bigger section, second one is a subsection, kind of subsection. The second slide had an introduction, a section for introduction and a section for the content, and the third one had a title one and two different sections for the comparison part. Okay, so this layout comes out with a different layout, or with the sections in different have title here, we have title here, right? Some brief discussion, and maybe icon to add picture. Maybe I want to add some picture over here. Okay, so for example like this. So this is how we can change the layout of a particular design. So here as that click icon to add picture, I can click here to add some picture. If I click in this button, then I can add this picture also, as because this section is meant for a picture, right? Alternatively, we can add picture from insert menu. If we insert, if you go to insert and click on this picture, then we can simply I mean insert any picture. Now we have two different options: insert picture from this device, and do you want to import, or do you want to insert an online picture or not? If you click online, then it will redirect you to the website, or maybe the browser, whatever is the default site is inside by you, that site will be open, or that browser will be open. Now if you click on this device, then again uh, it will open your computer, I mean the picture region of your computer, and you can choose the picture as well. You can resize also according to your I mean requirement. Okay, so this is the another alternative and mostly used way of inserting a picture. Now, I mean, this was also useful, but what if this section is not available in a particular slides to image to be inserted? Okay, here the difference is that if we insert a picture by using the area section, then the picture will automatically fit to this region. That let me make you clear that it automatically fits. Okay, but if I when I was inserting the picture by using the insert menu and picture option, or a picture button, that it came up with the original size of the picture. Now I had to make it resize according to my requirement. That is the only difference between these two I mean that options of inserting picture. Now another, let's say uh, let me show you another concept here. Maybe the tutorial can be found here. Okay, now tutorial can be found here means I want to make this here a clickable, so that it will redirect me to a particular website, right? So let me uh, insert a image. Okay, so the ultimately we want to link a particular website to the text over here. So how do I do that? How do we do that? Just select the text to which we want to link the website, then click on link, this link button in the insert menu. Then you have different options. Either you can choose a particular file from your computer, that whenever someone clicks on that that the text or that link, that file will appear, or simply you can write an address google.com. It will open the google.com, simple. So you can notice here that a link has been created. Okay, so I'm just making a slideshow, as because this point or this button is meant for slideshow. So I hope this slideshow portion is not appeared in your part. Let me share my screen again. I was choosing a particular window. I was choosing particular window. Let me choose the entire screen first. Okay, so I hope the screen is visible now. Now I have made this here to be linked with google.com, right? How do I do that? Just select this text, click on link, and I have just mentioned the website that I want to open when we click. Now let me make the slideshow. Now I hope the slideshow is showing. Now if you see, or if you notice, that all the text are normal, but whenever I make the mouse over to this text, it is clickable. If we click here, see the Google is already opened up. Okay, so that is how you can link a particular website or maybe a particular document as per your requirement. The same way, a picture can also be linked with a document or maybe a particular address as of your wish, or maybe or a particular maybe document, or you may want to email someone, you want to open some website. So in this case, let's say www dot for example yahoo.co.in. I want to open this one. Now it has already been linked. Now if I make the slideshow and see, this image is normal, but this is a clickable image. The cursor changes, and it is also showing it is www.yahoo.co.in. See, now if I make a click, I hope it will be opening. Okay, maybe okay. So it has come up in.yahoo.com, right? So this is how. Now you can change the way you represent this image. Like if you double click on the image, see, if you simply select on the image here or double click on the image, it will this format button will come out, right? Right. And if you deselect the image, this if you do not select any region, this format menu will be gone, or this menu will not be shown up, right? So let us click or double click here. After or upon double clicking any section, this format menu will appear. Now we can change the way this image appear or image is shown to us, like that. We can change the picture style, we can reshape, or maybe I want this, okay? Or even we can crop also. We have the facility to crop. Maybe I do not want whole region, I want only up to this, so that can be cropped. uh, you can remove the background if you select this. Now let's say delete mark, then the background has been deleted. So there are different facilities uh, you can use over here. Okay, that is one thing. So that is how you can play with these images and all those things, right? The same way you have inserted a Okay. The same way you have inserted a picture, you can insert a multimedia also. That means you can insert a video or audio also. So in the insert menu, if you just go to the rightmost section, you can find that there are two different options to insert a video and to insert an audio. So if you click on video, you have again two different options to import the video from your computer and to import the video from the online, maybe from some online sources. Okay, so let me first undo that. I hope you all know how to undo. Control Z to make the picture in its previous shape and form. Okay, so if you click on video, this video will you can select the video and you just place the video in the place wherever you want. Okay, so image and this video, you can play the video also over here, or you can play the video during the slideshow or during the presentation also. Okay, the important thing that I want to mention here, image and along with image and video and audio, the same for audio also, the audio clip you can insert. This is one of the interesting part, which is known as screen recording. That means whatever activity that I am doing in this computer, that would be recorded and would be inserted in this particular slide. Let us make it a new slide. In this slide, and just change the layout. Okay, so let us make it title only. Okay, so now see, if I consider this slide, this slide is having a header section as well as a content section. But here I have chosen a news, I mean this one with the title only option, right? Now, but I want this body part again, but presently I do not have that. If I want to include or insert a new section, I can do that. Insert add section. That means add section, and this will insert a new section. I mean, this section is not this section actually of the ad. Rather, this will have a new section of the slides, right? Okay, so up to slide 1 to slide 4, there is one maybe one portion of the presentation, and from 5 to maybe from 10 there are it is another portion of the maybe presentation. Okay, so let us press Ctrl Z. I do not want that. Now we can simply go here and select this section of content, copy this and make a paste over here. Now I do not want this content or all the content, and choose and delete. Okay, now we can do whatever we want to do that. So it has, I have already deleted that. Now I wanted to show how to insert the screen recording. So if whenever you, let's say, make the title as screen recording. Okay, so here I just select the screen record part. So whenever I started or selected the screen record, it just first ask you whether you want to record the audio part. If you do not want audio, you just deselect this. If you want audio along with the screen recording, you just select this. If you do not want your cursor to be printed, you just deselect this. And if you want your cursor to be recorded, you just put this section on. And obviously you have to first select the area up to which, see, I've just clicked on area and mentioned from this portion to this portion I want to record. Okay, so I have selected the area, so only this portion of the screen will be recorded and the other portion will not be recorded. Now click on record. See, press Windows key plus Shift plus Q to quit. Until you press this key, it will continue to record. Okay, so let us I mean click this raise hand. I have clicked on raise hand, or I have lowered it. I have turned on CC, and I have, let's say, go to settings. I can choose the settings of video and audio. Okay, like that. And maybe I want to stop it right now. So Windows key plus Control plus Shift plus Q. Was it? Because Windows Shift Q. See, this region part is gone. That means the recording is stopped. See, now this has already been inserted automatically here. Now if you if I make this slideshow, and I can see, this is the feature of screen recording. So you can record at the same time you can make the presentation also. Let's say you want to show some facts which is already or maybe practiced at your home, that you do not want to practice the same in another machine. Okay, so it is just recorded and used for the future reference or the future work. Now I want to show you the important or interesting part of this presentation here, that is transition. So whenever we make the slideshow, so we have the option, or we have the button in the bottom also, but we can make the slideshow by using this slideshow menu also. Okay, So if we go to slideshow menu, then we have in this section we have two different button, which is known as from beginning, that I want to make the slideshow from the begin, from the first slow itself, first slide itself, from the current slide. That means, let's say I am presently in slide number 4. So if I make this button active, it will start from this slide itself. And you can choose the custom slideshow also. That means I want slide 1, 3, and 5 to be shown, and slide 2 and 4 will be skipped. That I also do the same thing. Okay, so custom slide, you have to create a new and choose the slide that you want to show. So 1, 3, and 5 I have chosen, and I have added for the slideshow. Make it okay. And if you select show, see, this is the first slide, this is the third slide, and this is the fifth slide. Second and fourth slide was skipped in this way. So this is how we can make a presentation of consisting of maybe 50 slides, and you want to show only 20 out of that. You can make it in this way also. Okay, so I mean that is the slideshow part. Okay, I was talking about transition, but before that, let me show one of the important portion over here, that record slideshow. Okay, so if I click over here, that select what you want to record before you begin recording: slide and animation timing, narration link, and laser points. Now, if I make the slideshow, then whatever slide I will be showing in the slideshow, all the things will be recorded. Okay, so all the things will be recorded in terms of a video. So it is something like that you want to, or maybe if I talk about myself, that I want to teach a particular subject to the students. Okay, but I do not have the time, or maybe I have another important engagement, maybe on a particular date or pre-planned date according to the routine. So I can make the slide, I can make the PowerPoint, I can make it slideshow, and I can record it, and later on I can distribute it to the student, so that even if I am not practically physically present, it will look like that I am now I am itself presenting the presentations. Okay, so that is how you can record the slide also. It will be the ultimate come out would be in terms of video, right? Okay. Rehearse timings. That means, let's say you are a very professional presenter, and you have given only 3.5 minutes to present your views or to present your content. Now you can practice that how much time you take to present your whole content. So just starting from the first slide, you just present as if you are presenting to the audience, but you are practicing actually. So let us go to the second slide and talked about second slide. Go to the third slide. You have discussed all the comparison part. Fourth part, you have talked about images, resize links of images, videos. We have talked about the screen recording and recorded the timing over here. Now, up till now, I have spent only 38 seconds. So if I pause over here, so that means recording paused. Okay, so up to the again you resume that in between you have stopped for some another maybe another important task, or you had an interruption. So so you can practice how much time you have spent. You have total how much time you have spent for the whole presentation. So the total time for your slide shows is 55 seconds. Do you want to save the new timing? I do not want to save that. So that is how you can, I mean, make you prepared well before the presentation. Okay, so you can hide a particular slide also, like you have set up the slideshow, you can hide this particular slide. So if you have hidden the slide, this will not appear in the presentation. See, the second slide is gone. After first slide, it appears with the third slide. Okay, now select this and again select this height slide again, it will again come up. So you can customize your presentation in this way also before starting the slideshow. Okay, now let us go to the transaction part. So this means how a particular slide came up when you change the slide. That means from this to this, how it will look like. So that means presently this slide is selected. Now I can choose from this transition to this slide. I can choose out of the different available animation how this slide will appear. Like say if I choose this one, it will come in this way. If I choose this one, it will come in this way. Okay, now I have shown you the first slide of my presentation. It was this slide. Okay, so it came in this way. So it is nothing what is called as magic. It's all available, the features of Microsoft PowerPoint. You just have to know how to use them, how to apply them to your particular presentation. Okay, so let's see how it will look like. So we are in the first slide. If whenever we want to enter to the second slide, it will come in this way. Okay, so isn't it something like extra than the normal one? Okay, so this is normal, but what about this? Well, it looks some I'm introducing some style to my presentation. That's all. Nothing. So you can apply the same style to all the slides in the presentation. If so, then you just click on apply to all. Then all the transition of the slides will have the same. But if you do not want, then select a particular slide and choose the way they appear. Okay, so this is the second, and if whenever I want to go to the third, then it just it uses this kind of, let's say it is not recognizable, let's use this. Okay, so I'm in the second slide. Now whenever I want to change the slide, it has some animation or animated view to appear the slide. Okay, this is the transition. Before starting the slideshow, you can preview also how it will look like. So it will give you the preview even before starting the presentation. You can change the way. Presently it is vertically out, you can make it horizontally out like this. You can horizontal in, that is horizontal out, maybe like that. So you can change in this way. Okay, so this is the transition. And now if you look that all the slides are having a white background and a simple look. If you want to change the look to a maybe a different one, we have to go to design and choose different available designs for the slides. Okay, so let's say we want to choose this one. If I have not clicked, I just make the mouse over to this particular design, and it will give you a look and feel how it will look if you choose this, right? So it will now I am clicking, and see here in the left hand side, all the slides have this kind of look and feel. All the look and feel of all the slides has changed. Let's make the undo, and I want this design. Maybe I want this design, but I do not want this design to be applied to all the slides. Okay, I do not want this design to be applied in all slides. I want this design to be applied on the selected slide only. Maybe first slide and the second slide. Okay, on the selected slide only. So just right click on the design. Do not make it a left click. Right click on the design. Then choose the second one, apply to the selected slides. Now, if you choose the first one, it would be applied to all the slides. If you select the second option, it will be selected for the, I mean, it will be applied to the selected slides only. See, only the selected slides have the, I mean, chosen design. So if we make the slideshow or the presentation, start the presentation, the first one will have this look and feel, second one will have this look and feel with the transition that we have applied, and the third one will have the previous one with the transition that was applied. Okay, so this is the way the slide will appear. Okay, now let us make a new slide, or I mean, I have opened, just try to open one. I have clicked on Windows key, then typed PowerPoint 2016 and chosen the blank presentation, and it will come out. Like, right now, this is the default design that whenever I will I or we or in this machine the presentation, I want to create a new presentation. This is the theme, but I want to change this default theme. That means whenever we or in this computer I want to open a new presentation, it will present with a different one, not this white background and all. I want to this design to be open whenever I open a new presentation in this computer. Okay, so let's say I want this design to be open. Now make a right click over here and select this one, set as a default theme. Okay, right now I'm not setting this, I do not want, but if you want in your computer to appear with this particular theme, just make set is at as a default theme, and whenever you just create a new presentation, it will come out with this particular design. Okay, so that is I mean, that is how you can change the different look and feel of different slides. Now again, let's say this color combination is not I mean, you selected the design, you chosen the design, but the color combination is not as per your choice. You can change the color combination also. There are different color combination. Even if you do not like this available 4 combination, you can choose a different color combination from here. There are various color combinations. Okay, so that is what I was talking about, or in the slide I was talking about, that what are the various collections of templates. This you can also treat it as template, though it is not exactly template, but you can treat it as one of the template of design. So we can have a varieties of design combination and color combination of individual design. Okay, so we have a huge collection in MS PowerPoint. Presently, I am using MS PowerPoint version 2016. Okay, so it has enriched with much collection than its previous versions like 2017, 2013, and so on, 2010, I mean PowerPoint 2010, etc. So you can remove the background also. If it has any background, you can choose this one to remove the background. To format the background. Like you want a solid fill, then it will be filled with a single color. Gradient fill, that means it will has a I mean a finishing of 2 different colors. If you want to fill it with a different pattern, you can choose a different pattern in this way. So this is how you can change the look and feel of a particular slide or all the slides. Okay. Now we have talked about design, we have talked about transitions, we have talked about slideshow. Now let us talk about the way the content appears. Okay, we have talked about the way the slide appears, that is the transition is. We have talked about how to present or how to prepare ourselves well before the presentation, that is slideshow. We have talked about the various look and feels of the different slides, that is design. Now let us talk about how different contents in a particular slide appears. That is, I am talking about animation. Okay, so let's choose this one. I do not, I mean, if we make the slideshow of this particular slide, it will just make the slide presented and all the three contents visible in the slide. But I do not want this image to be visible at the very beginning. I want to make this image, or maybe this image, or maybe this video to appear when I want, right? So that is called as an animation. I just want to include or to add style to this particular image, or maybe to the particular media. So if you select this, you can apply the style only after selecting this particular media. So just select the image, then I want, there are different animations in this section. There are different animations. Let's say I have chosen this one. This preview is on. That means when I click this one, it will show how it will appear. If I choose this one, it will appear in this way. I have just clicked these two to test how they will appear. Now let us make this slide again to be presented. Now let's see. See, this image is gone. That means it will not appear until I want to make it appear. That means I have clicked, then only it will appear. It has appeared. Okay, I hope that is visible. See, the image had gone. That means this is the very basic slide, or the initial look and feel of the slide in the presentation view. When I click the mouse, it appeared. Okay, so this is how we can insert or apply an animation to a particular image. Now let me show another thing, that let us I want to apply an animation to this particular text. Let's say I have chosen this zoom, so it will appear in this way. But I do not like that. I want bounce one, so it will appear. So I like this most. Okay, now let's see how it will appear. See, it has appeared and the text has come in a bounce, with a bounce as its animation, right? Now you can custom this. Now it has appeared when I clicked the mouse, right? When I click the mouse, it has appeared, but I want to change it. That means, let's say second line. So this second line has the animation, or has the automatic animation, because I had already an animation applied in the first line. So as soon as I make an enter, this second line was having, but the third, let's say this is, as I am writing this, let's make it a third line. So as soon as start writing, see, this 1 2 3 means these are animation already applied to this line. But if I make a enter over here, see, it will not be applied animation, because this line does not have any animation. Okay. Someone is saying sound problem. So am I audible? Sir, am I audible? Hello? Hello, sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're audible.
So, okay, thank you. Okay, so I want a different animation, like as by default, or as I have entered in the first line, the same animation was applied in the third and second and third line also. So that means the first line has this animation, second line also this has this animation, and the third line also have the same animation. But I do not want that. I want a different animation or different kind of entrance for different lines. So just I want to change it. So select this one and make, let's say, this one. So I want this. Okay, so now it will be changed. See, first line appears in this way, second line in this way, and third line the same way, because I did not change the way third line will appear, right? Okay, so this is how animation can be applied. Now if I want to customize this animation, we have a button known as animation pane. Okay, that animation pane will appear over here. That means this is the first animation for this fact line, third line, that means the second animation, and the second line. Now we can rearrange the order. Okay, the third line came first and the second line came last. But if I want to change the order, that means after this line, second line will appear, then third line will appear. Just make a reorder over here, drag and drop. I have dragged the second line and placed it in the second part. So now let's see how it come after. When I click the mouse, the first one appear. Now again I have clicked the mouse, this second change the order. Okay, we can change the order of appearance in terms of event also. That means this lines appeared when I click the mouse. I want to change them. Like, see, second line will appear. So if I want to change it, that there must be a arrow button in the right hand side of this animation part. So click on that arrow, and there are different options. So you can start on click. Presently it is enabled. You can start with previous. That means it will start with the previous one. That means with the first line. Okay, so if I choose this one with the previous, then see, whenever the first line will appear only on mouse click. So whenever click the mouse, two line will appear at the same time. As because the second animation I have chosen to appear with the previous one. See, with the previous, but the first one was chosen as start on click, and the third one is also to be chosen as start on click. Right now, let's say this is one of the most important part, or whatever the fact I understood that is most important in this slide. I want to make it to be visual or to be attractive, the way I was showing in the presentation. Okay, now I can make, or I can add a presentation, but let's say I do not know what this presentation, because once I click on that will be applied. Once I click in this particular animation, that will be applied to this. I want to first see, then only I can apply. I want to, so for that you have a button known as add animation. So if you click on add animation, you have different entrance, or how they will appear, emphasize that means how you will highlight. Then you have another category to for exit, or how they will exit, right? So at this moment, let us say we want to see the different ways of entrance. So if you just again click over here, but I do not want to apply at its at the one go. I want to see more entrance effect. Okay, there is an option more entrance effect. So click on, you can see different entrance effects, right? So you can select this one. I can see. So you do not maybe this is so this is another one. This is another one. So just maybe I want this basic zoom, right? So this is the basic zoom. I want this to be to reflect or to make it attractive. Now, if I make a clear, make a click, mouse click, this two line will appear. Then this will appear, then this will appear. But as this is most important slide, I want to make it to appear in in this zoom way, but repeatedly. Okay, it will appear only once when we make a mouse click, but it will stop then. But I want to make it to happen repeatedly. Then select this one. So that means this is the, whenever you select, see, if I do not select anyone, none of this animation will be selected. If I select this one, this particular animation will be selected from the animation pane. That means we come to know that this animation has been applied for this line. So again, go to its option. You can find a option called as effect options. Okay, effect options. So if I click on effect, one is effect and another is timing. Let us go to the timing one and see, it will start on click. You can change the starting point from here also, but I do not want to change. Let us make it to appear on the mouse click. But in the repeat section, see, you have different options. 2 times it will repeat, 3 times, thrice it will repeat, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, until next click. It will repeat until you click next, until the end of slide. So let us make it until the end of slide. So it will be repeatedly zooming until this slide is appeared, or until you change the slide, right? Okay, so let us see this. So this first two lines will appear at the same time. This is the third animation for the third line, and this is the next one, this important part. See, this is highlighting for a repeated number of times until we are in the next slide. Okay, so this is how you can make the presentation more attractive. So that is how to apply a particular animation. Select this one, apply animation, and you can choose this this one. This emphasize means you have different coloring option also. That brush color, it will change. See, the color of the alphabets are changing. So it is meant for repeated use. Entrance means it will appear in this way, exit means it will exit in that way, and emphasize means it will repeatedly use this one. Okay, or it will make the highlight, actually not repeatedly, it will make the highlight. If you want that to appear repeatedly, you have to configure it the way I have shown you. So from this effect option and from timing, you can choose repeat until maybe in this time I want to repeat it for the for 3 times. Text animation, automatically after 1 second it will change it by the first level of paragraph. Okay, you can second level of paragraph. So you can it will animate in the reverse order. Okay, so you can customize it as your own. See, first one, second one, third one, and the fourth one, it has gone. See, the color is changing. See, the first line was repeated for 3 times, and this is repeated until the end of the slide. Okay, so this is how we can customize. Now let us see what is there in the view section. Okay, so here you can show the important part in this section is this presentation views. This is the normal view that we have seeing in this presentation or in this page. We can have this outline view. So this the presentation and a different outline will be presented over here. That means making presentation, then it has content. It has the subsection called as session 3, day 3. In introduction part, it has these 3 lines. In this comparison section, it has different. So this is the outline view. Slide sorter view, you can sort the slides, you can reorder the slide. This is the slide sorter view. Note page view, that means we can add a node over here. We can add a node for the particular. That means in the presentation, the audience will have this look, but whenever we make a printout, this note will also appear. I mean, this text will also appear in the page. That is the note page. Or maybe I have distributed the, or someone has distributed the presentation. He or she has discussed by seeing the images, but after that you have forgotten what he or she has discussed. So if it is written in the notes section, then you come to know that what these images were meant for. Okay, so this is the notes page, or the notes presentation view, and another one is a reading view. So in the reading view, that I mean, how it is, it will look like. It is not a presentation view, but I mean, it's known as reading view because it will have a preview of how it will look like. Okay, so if I press escape, then it will come out of the reading view, right? So let us go back to the normal view. So this is the presentation view part. One of the most important, another important portion here is the slide master. Okay, so slide master is something like that. I want to insert the page number over here, that we can also insert in another way. But in slide master, something like, let's say I want to insert the logo of Tripura University to all the slides, right? I want to insert the Tripura University logo to all the slides. Now, how do I do that? Insert this image, then we can select for the logo, for example, where we can find the logo of the Tripura University. See, this is Tripura University logo. So just I have pasted it over here. Now, will it serve the purpose? No, because when we insert the image, it will be inserted in this particular slide only. However, none of the other slides will have this image, but I want to have the image. That means I want to edit in a single slide that will appear in all the slides. That is called as the slide master. So if I click on slide master, it will, we are there in the slide master view, right? See, the look and feel has changed. So in the slide master view, go to the first one. So this is the first page. This is the title page, and this is the subsequent page. Okay, this is the subsequent page. Now insert the page here. If you insert the university logo here, see, and I have closed the master view. Oh, sorry, it has not came up. I hope we have chosen the wrong one. We have to choose this one actually. So in this slide, we need to insert the picture. Let us see whether it came up or not. No, it hasn't. Let me see. See, I have inserted the one, so it will be inserted only on those slides who has that theme only, that design only. See, in the slide master, I have inserted this in this particular theme, so it has automatically inserted to that slide which has this particular theme. See, so that I was inserted first, but this, see, I had inserted this one, but I am deleting it right now. Okay, and it has found the same thing over here, so it has also inserted over here, right? But in this title slide, this was inserted from the slide master, where I cannot select this one. See, I cannot select. See, I cannot select this one. So that means if I want to make the change, we need to make the change in the slide master. Okay, so see here also we cannot see here, and we cannot change this one, this section. We can change this section, however we cannot change this section. Okay, so that is how the slide master works. If I change this color to be let's say this, in the we have changed in the slide master, it will automatically make the change to the corresponding slides, but it will not change this theme because it doesn't match. This theme doesn't match with the slide master theme. It will make the change only to that particular slides which matches this particular theme. Okay, that's why in the slide master we had different theme. See, we had this white color theme, we have this this colorful theme also. Okay, as because we have used two different kinds of design in our presentation, right? So let's say here also we want to insert the university logo, and in this case I want to insert it over here. Okay, so let us close this one. See, in all this the matching theme, I mean matching slides, it will insert the logo over here. Okay, but we cannot select the logo, Tripura University logo, right? So that is how we can also make the theme, or we can also customize the look. I mean, to waste time, I mean, we have to make the copy and paste